Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our political discussion. And we are going actually to have a discussion on the press statement that was actually released by Kenya Kwanza. And this press statement is actually having the 5 individuals who are going to represent Kenya Kwanza in the talks between the Azimio and the Kenya Kwanza fraternity. But before we discuss about all that, I could request you kindly to take a minute or two and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And whenever you subscribe to our YouTube channel, make sure you smash the bell button, because by smashing the bell button, it means that you have given YouTube an okay so that it can notify you anytime we come up with any political content. And give this video and all our other videos a like. And you can also share the video to your friends, and if they are lovers of politics, then request them to subscribe to this YouTube channel too. And now let us go deep to that press statement. And first, let me read to you what actually the press statement contains. And I read: the Kenya Kwanza Dialogue Team. The Kenya Kwanza Coalition wishes to state the following. Honoring the request by former Nigeria President Olusegun Obasanjo not to be mentioned in any public statement, we regret the lack of decency by Azimio in not respecting this request. Azimio, at the very least, should have the decency to abide by the 5 issued agreed at the meeting. Consequently, as agreed, we nominated our Kenya Kwanza team comprising of the following: Honorable Kimani Ichungwa, Leader of Majority National Assembly and Team Leader. Senator Aaron Deriot, Leader of Majority Senate. Honorable Governor Cecil Mbalile. Honorable Hassan Homar. And Honorable Catherine Wabirianga. So those are the 5 individuals who are actually going to represent Kenya Kwanza in the dialogue. And also, the statement continues by saying that this team is mandated to engage on the 5 points agenda as agreed up, namely the reconstitution of IEBC commissioners. 2, implementation of 2/3 gender rule. 3, entrenchment of CDF in our constitution. 4, establishment and entrenchment of the office of the leader of the opposition. And lastly, 5, embedment of the office of Prime Cabinet Secretary in the law. And this statement continues further: for the avoidance of doubt, as agreed, violence shall no longer and shall never be part of our national political discourse. As agreed, there shall be no discussion of whatever nature on matters of handshake and or nusu mkate. That is actually the press statement from Kenya Kwanza. So if you note, that is the statement which was actually given by Kenya Kwanza, and it contains the people who are going actually to be in the dialogue team. There's one thing which I have noted in that press statement, that most people who have been put there are very rigid. Very rigid. Look at Kimani Ichungwa. Is a person who is quite rigid. Another thing which I have actually noted from that statement is that the Nigerian president, Olusegun Obasanjo, never wanted to be mentioned in public. And that's why in their first letter to the public, the Kenya Kwanza never mentioned the person who was going to be the mediator. And that's why they have accused the Azimio side by not having any decency to respect the request of the Nigerian president, Olusegun Obasanjo. Because it looks like Olusegun Obasanjo actually requested the two teams not to mention his name in public. But the Azimio La Umoja side, they went forward and mentioned that the Nigerian president Olusegun Obasanjo is going to be the mediator. And also from that letter, they have mentioned the agendas to be discussed upon. And they have actually said that those agendas were agreed upon when they were the talk between President William Samoei Ruto, Raila Amolo Odinga, and Olusegun Obasanjo, that those were the topics which actually were agreed to be in the dialogue. But if you look at the statement of Kenya, of Azimio, you could note that there were very many other agendas that Azimio had to come up with, like the auditing of 2022 presidential election, and also the discussion about the high cost of living. And also they said that they were going to talk about inclusivity in the government affairs. So if you note at that, you could find that these two, the statement of Kenya Kwanza is the agendas are quite different from the agendas that actually the statement from Azimio side was having. And that actually is a black smoke that we might not be able to reach at an agreement. Because if the Kenya Kwanza is the one which is having the agendas that were discussed between the two principals, that means the president and Raila Amolo Odinga, then if Azimio actually brings other agendas, it means that they are going to agree and to disagree at the first sitting. So I don't know what's your take about the press statement by the Kenya Kwanza, and I don't know what was your feeling about those members who were chosen to represent Kenya Kwanza in the talks. Because the people who were actually chosen from the side of Azimio and the people Kenya Kwanza has chosen, these two groups are quite different. Because if you look at Kenya Kwanza, most people are quite rigid. Kimani Ichungwa, very rigid. Cecily Barile, the governor, very rigid. Jeriot, very rigid. But if you look from the side of Azimio, if you look at Kalonzo Musyoka is not a very rigid person and is going to read the Kenya Kwanza side. So these two groups are actually quite different, like heaven and earth. Because from the Azimio side, you will find that they gave people who are, they included people who are rigid and those people who are not very rigid. But from the side of Kenya Kwanza, the team members are quite rigid. I don't know what's your take. Please drop your comment in the comment section below. And if this is your first time, kindly, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Help me have more followers to my channel. Share our videos to your friends. And if they're lovers of politics, then you request them to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Because the goodness of this YouTube channel, we always give you breaking news. We always give you political analysis or political discussions. We always give you what we call breaking news. And lastly, we come up with one politician and we discuss more about that politician. So we always give you a politician of interest, actually 3 times a week. And that's why you have to subscribe to this YouTube channel, because this is the only YouTube where you find that it's like a one shop. And please, for those ones who have subscribed to my YouTube channel, I say thank you. May God bless you, because you always inspire us to continue coming up with this kind of analysis. Otherwise, may God bless you abundantly all.